Holy schmoly guacamole, welcome on in. And hello to this spooky episode. Also, Austin is not here. And I'm leading the story. Your lovely Luce, your lovely Took, I guess. Or Took, I guess. I feel like that's more proper for that today. But we're playing Candela Obscura. We're doing our one-shot Halloween spooky-ooky thing. And I'm so excited. And scared. And, normally, I feel like the storyteller shouldn't be scared, but I think it's okay. It took me a while to steal this from Austin. He had a grip on this damn thing, like he refused to let go. And I managed to pry out some information about him. Did you guys know that he was an amateur scrumper, sometimes a robot, and a disgraced heir to some fucking throne? He gave zero context, even after I didn't feed him for 4 hours. So I don't know. I have no idea. But with that being said, before I get into anything, my lovely players, can you please introduce yourself?
Hi, I'm Tiffany, and this time I will be playing Clayton Wu, a muscle soldier, former soldier who used to be part of the war. But you know, that's over now. Now I work for a different organization. Also, what's a scrumper? This is for my own benefit.
Yeah, what is
no
scrumper?
Fucking clue. It didn't give me any context.
Also, a robot?
That tracks.
We're just gonna bypass the disgraced heir? Like,
yeah, that makes sense. I don't care about that one.
That makes the most sense. Like, if we know Austin as a person, and that makes sense.
Once again, I'm the only one who's thrown by certain bits of information.
He's been kicked out of Candyland for all I know, but it makes sense. Scrumper. I don't know about that.
That just sounds like a really bad crumper. He scraped his knee crumping or something.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Did the wrong move, fucked up ankle.
Yeah. Well, I'm Jeff, and I'm playing Old Hook, a little old hermit man that lives in the woods by himself, and I am an occultist.
That wasn't scary at all.
Everything is bad and we're all gonna die. Hi, I'm Rayne, and I am playing the lovely Wilhelmina Fogg, the journalist and face for our little party, as Took, our resident now god in the sky, is gonna try to kill us a bunch. But yes, I am a journalist with a few secrets of my own, shall we say.
Oh, man. And I am your lovely facilitator, storyteller. Also, professional gymnast.
Ooh.
And unlike Austin, I will actually give context. When I was 12, I actually did gymnastics.
Thank goodness. Oh my God, I wouldn't have been able to live.
For the first time? I don't think this is the same show anymore. I'm in a different timeline.
We've been released.
Maybe we should keep Took as the DM. Someone who gives us answers.
We made sure Austin's bonds were tight in that closet we left him in, right?
Yes.
Relatively tight.
Last time I checked. Yeah.
I
gave him water
now,
today.
Right? Oh, nice.
Very nice.
You can't feel pain. He'll be fine
now, right? So we can make the bonds as tight as we want.
Exactly.
Mm-hmm.
And with that,
it's perfectly ethical.
We must move on.
We must move on. That's gonna be my thing. No, we must move on. I like that. Thank you,
Take it from me.
With that, the whistle cuts through the fog. like a scream swallowed by distance. Steel grinds against steel as a black train crawls along a cracked mountain line. The last stretch of track before an old town in wilderness claims everything. Inside, multiple of the passenger cars. You only see a few people. Lanterns sway with each lurch. Dust flying past these lanterns, amber glowing. And then you see 3 individuals sitting in a car by themselves. One of them looking out of a window. You see a woman with what should I say? Like a fedora, kind of nervously shaking her leg with a pistol in her lap. You see another woman who's scared, eyes wide like she hasn't slept in hours, days. And a man nursing a stab wound to the chest. Marlo, are you sure that was supposed to run like that? We didn't even finish the mission entirely. The woman with the pistol in her lap. We had to get out of there. Fuck that, okay? We're not about to sacrifice ourselves for this, even though I know that's part of the job. But this was too much. The smaller woman. They're coming. The train all of a sudden, as the passenger car goes flying through the air. The camera cuts to another train. Several days later. This black and red train, you see no one on these cars except our lovely circle here. The Bloodied Page. You see walking through the hallway of the train. One of the Took is forgetting the name of what they're called. The people who walk in click tickets.
Ticket.
The people who work on the train. I don't know. Ticketmaster. It is Ticketmaster. No, we're gonna go with Ticketmaster for now because I am the facilitator. So that's why I'm fucking naming it.
Train employee.
The train employee. The Ticketmaster is quietly making his way through, looking at no one on a train. Just an easy day until he kind of walked past your passenger car, stops, takes a deep breath. You can see kind of some sweat coming down his brow. It is about pushing 8 p.m. at night. He opens the door. Hello. May I click your tickets, please? The 3 of you kind of start to take out your tickets. Starting with you, Tiffany. What does Clayton look like as this man goes to take your ticket? And also, how do you take out your ticket and present it to this man?
Clay is always dressed in a sleeveless coat over sort of very plain looking clothes. Dark, of course, because we all know bloodstains don't really come out in light clothing. And for someone who has fought through a war and who has earned many accolades during war, it would seem surprising that looking at Clayton's arms, looking at Clay's face, not a single scratch, no scarring anywhere present. And Clay takes out the ticket from inside the coat, and it's like a little bit of a fumbling almost, being like, oh, where the fuck is this? And then it's very crumpled because Clay does not take care of many things. And very suspicious-looking dark stains on it as well. But yeah, he just hands it over to the ticket master.
That's what we're going with now.
Train play, yeah. To the person taking the ticket, without even making eye contact, just still looking straight out the window.
He takes it, he clicks it, and he hands it back to you. He formally turns to Old Huck, and he just kind of gives a curious look and just holds out his hand. Can you please describe what Old Huck looks like?
Old Huck looks pretty close to what I would say as much of what a human could look like if they were also a shriveled willow tree. He has still fairly dark hair for his, 75-year-old body, you think? Hardly any muscle mass, but very tall if he ever stood up straight. He usually is about 5.5 feet with his slumped posture, but if he were to stand up, he would be close to 7. He wears...
Okay.
He wears he tall. He tall. But he wears very, very just like old man clothes that I would say like a sweater vest, but that vest is a forest green that has holes all over it. The pockets are sewed back together with patches. His white shirt, well, it used to be white, but now is more of like a yellowed type of color now. Almost to say it was ivory would be kind, but you can see the water stains on it as well. He looks like he probably would smell, but honestly, what you get off of him is the smell of like cedar and sandalwood and almost like that petrichor scent. He slowly goes to his chest pocket and pulls out a pristine-looking ticket. Slowly hands it over to the ticket master. Is this what you're looking for?
Yes. And he takes it, but he's like very obviously cautious about it. But he clicks your ticket and hands it back to you. I have been informed it's called Ticket Inspector. Pretend I said that the whole time. And then
Cut in the phrase.
he takes
Ticket Inspector.
Ticketing, yeah, that's what I said. Ticket Inspector. He turns to Wilhelmina, who seems to look like right now probably the most normal person.
Correct.
What do you mean? We're so normal.
Could you please explain what how Wilhelmina reacts to this man and what Wilhelmina looks like, please?
Wilhelmina, as soon as requested for the ticket, was like, of course, darling, give me just one moment. Grabs their large leather purse they're carrying and just onto the table in front of them and starts digging through just dozens of papers, notes, and like pulls out a whole like one of those old timey bits of a camera and just like, well, that's not what that is. Just shoves that back in, goes through that again, like shifting, just starts throwing papers out willy-nilly, throws the ticket out halfway through and like, catches it and is like, here you are, sir. Sorry for the mess. You see a younger, maybe in her like mid to late 20s, trans woman, white, fair skin, pale complexion with just like an explosion of freckles along her cheeks and down her face and like along her shoulders. But I mean, if you could see that far down, she's wearing brown and light tones under a white blouse, with like a leather heavy brown trench coat over that. Her sleeves are undone and kind of hang slightly, are covered in bits of black ink. That kind of just like are cover in random spots that don't quite like along the sleeve and along the wrist, but there's also some up neck with the collarbone and some like down near the stomach of just like little spots that you're not quite sure what printing press exploded for that to have gotten the way that it is, but they seem like they're old stains. She's got a wild amount of curls of red auburn hair that kind of fall to either side and is pulled back slightly into a messy bun that is just like barely covered by a beret. And she hands the ticket over very apologetically and then looks at the two of you and just kind of smiles.
The man will take the ticket, click it, and just kind of, okay, thank you. Enjoy your ride.
Thank you.
He'll, as he's like walking away, he'll stumble a little and just and like shake his head, disoriented smallly about something, but not really focusing on it. And he just starts to walk out. If any of you would like to give me a cunning read, you may.
I shall do so.
I could do that too.
4 mixed success.
Okay.
And if it's empty, I would have to do it at disadvantage. Or
Yes.
right? I'd have to roll 2, take less. Okay. Yeah, I'm not gonna try.
You do not have to. Okay.
I got a 5.
Okay, mixed success also. All right. You, first things first for the both of you. First thing that crosses your brain is, he probably got a cold or like something like that. Before a second there, you kind of see like maybe some otherworldly, kind of like mist come out of his mouth a little bit. For like a split second there. As he just kind of adjusts his coat, he closes your passenger car door and he takes a left and continues walking down the hallway.
Did you see that? Is he still walking away?
He's starting to close the door at this point and he's starting to walk, yes.
One moment, please.
Yeah, just pardon us. Did you say you have a cold? Is there something going around wherever, like in town or along the train?
No, I just, I might be out getting a cold. Yeah, I, just been working a lot, working real hard. So, like this is my 18th hour on the shift, so I'm just dealing with it. I'm fine.
You see that old Huck is digging through one of his other pockets and pulls out like a chunk of moss.
Okay.
And starts to hand it over to the ticket inspector. Steep this in water and then chew on it and then drink the water.
Okay. And he just kind of like holds his hand out and he'll take it and then he goes, thank you.
Without even looking, it just starts to turn and look out the window again.
It's like tea. You know how to brew tea? It's very simple. Don't know why you're confused.
Yeah, I'll brew. Sorry, young lady, you.
Oh, I was just going to say, Mr. Huck is an herbalist of sorts. So any cold or you should trust in his remedies. He's a very wise man.
Oh, okay. I'll do so. Thank you, Mr. Huck. Oh, Huck, I think. All right. I'm gonna go.
It is best to not let the spirit take it away from your body.
Right. He's just gonna slowly walk out of the cart, and he closes the door, and he's just looking at Huck, and then
Mina
just
is
takes
desperately
a
trying to
left.
make eye contact and being like, "This is fine. Please walk away."
he's gonna take a left after looking between the two of you, and then he's gonna walk away. The three of you have the same for the moment. What would you like to do?
I think as soon as the inspector leaves, Mina immediately cools back down into a much more quieter tone. So, now that we've unsettled the carriage and whoever else may be wandering through, is there anything we need to worry about before we depart this? Has there been any news?
I'm gonna start, because I know when Mina was taking out all the stuff looking for the ticket, a bunch of papers are now strewn everywhere. I'm gonna start, like, collecting them one by one and put them into a pile and hand them back to Mina. Just go, seems like any regular job, no?
Probably. I think the letter that we got from Mr. M should give us some detail on exactly what we're going to do. And I'll start folding through, trying to find and see if it's in there.
My hard work. I have to do it again. Yeah, I'll just add to that pile again.
Okay. You go through. It takes you a little longer than you would like to find it, but you do find it. It is a all black paper letter with white writing on it.
Unsettling as always.
And you pull it out, and you read that they sent out a team to go and investigate this old cabin resort, and they have not been seen in the last 3 days or so, which is unusual for them because they are one of the top teams at Candela. So you are to go and report on them or recover them or their bodies or proof of that they're dead, and potentially figure out what happened there, if there's any bleed or anything else that is dangerous.
In the lead up to this, when we first got the mission, could I have made a potentially a focus or a survey roll to see if I found any information about the train derailing the few days previously? And if it seemed like that would be should be considering looking there, or whatever happened to them?
Yeah, I'm 100%. Yeah, you can make a survey or a focus, either one.
6.
Ooh.
6.
Full success.
They don't know. You've read so many news articles and information that always the person writing it always finds a way to skirt around the fact that they do not know something. They guess that it was a malfunction with the track. Maybe there was a large object on it that the train could have didn't realize. There was a malfunction with the mechanics of it. But the more you dig and the more you look, there has to have been some type of large phenomenon that flipped the train, which is one of the main reasons why they sent Marlowe and her team out, because they usually deal with large monstrosity type of phenomenon normally. But in the fact that they're not back yet is concerning, and then they're sending you guys out. You guys are also a few of the top teams in Candela, so things have probably went bad.
I will relate that to the group with the addition of, it took me a significant amount of time to dig through to find what I think the core story is from all of the red herrings and misleads that Candela is comfortable putting into the normal press. So whatever we're in for, we best be as prepared as physically possible. But I don't think it's anything that we can't handle. From what it seems like, Clay may have something very big to kill. And Huck, I'll rely on your expertise into the occult and the supernatural more than anything I can do out here. I feel I may be not as useful being so far out.
I have a question about the team that got lost. You said they're famous-ish, right? Because they're one of the top teams. Is there anything else that we know about them? Just from rumor?
How interested would you guys to be have acquainted yourselves with them at all? Anything like that?
Huck would not have acquainted with them at all.
Not very social.
I would know them well. At the very least, I'd know Marlowe well.
And this, William, you're okay to reduce this or tell the others as much as you would like. They're called Midnight Sanguine. Marlowe is probably the normal of the three, but she used to be a soldier, She was very highly regarded before discharge. She's very good with a pistol, from what you guys heard. But she is also very smart and cunning, and is 100% the leader of the group. She is also the most. She's not the most social, but she will have a conversation and talk. She's agreeable. Second member, Riley. And there's rumors saying that Riley is a vampire. She has denied it on multiple occasions and has been seen out in the sun. And to kind of debunk it, but every time she is out in the sun, she's always fully covered up. She's also the youngest out of the three. She is also very hard to catch, very slippery. She has been caught in many lies before, but she still somehow manages to get information out of people. Third individual, he's the Scooby-Doo of the gang. Very scared, very don't want to do certain things, but he owes a debt to Marlo. His name is Davis, but he is also probably the best face that you guys seen. He manages to talk his way out of literally anything, by being nervous and a little off-putting. The complete opposite of Wilhelmina when it comes to that. They have taken down. There was one instance where there was a mysterious boar that turned out that it was a boar possessed by some type of living hive that was rampaging through the city. It was bad, but they managed to take it out in a matter of like 40 minutes. It was interesting. It did a lot of destruction, and it took a lot for them to cover it up, but they managed to get it down. And there's been multiple instances of stuff like that where they have been sent out to hunt down monsters, essentially. So so Wilhelmina, you know them pretty well. Yes, Marlo's Davis, Riley.
Yeah, so I will relay that to the group in terms of who they were, and then we know that their last known location was this asylum, sanitarium. What was it again?
Yeah, old resort. It used to be a sanatorium turned into a resort.
Horrifying.
Yeah, but that's as much as you guys are aware of, though.
Yeah, we're out of my domain in terms of knowledge once we're outside of city limits, so we'll be in the woods, for lack of a better term, in terms of information.
Well, I'll know how much pain the land is in once I'm there. But usually when there's a lot of pain from people, that sticks within the land for quite a long time.
Deeply upsetting and incredibly useful information, Huck.
I'm always here to help and to assure you of the dangers that we will see.
And I would not have it any other way, and I appreciate your friendship and cooperation.
Uh-huh.
Clay, you have your sword on hand, yeah?
It's with the other luggage. I wasn't allowed to bring it on the train. Stupid train rules.
We'll see about that next time. Well, at least this is pleasant.
But, I've been to one of those before. Asylum-type places.
Oh, really?
They're not very useful. Whatever you're trying to fix about yourself, they just poke around and try to break you.
Oh, well, luckily now it's a resort, so I'm sure it's just a lovely place. Full of all that, white-walled cheer.
I'm gonna order a, tropical cocktail when we get there.
I'm going to see if there's anything on the dining car.
What is a tropical cocktail?
It's a type of alcoholic drink, and it is nice and colorful, which the good doctor says is good for me.
I usually only have moonshine that I have made from the pine leaves that I have collected.
I think something colorful would be good for both of you.
I would like to try one of these tropical cocktails.
I love red. Red is so beautiful.
Wilhelmina, you were going outside the passenger car to go to find something to drink.
I think after that, I'm gonna take out a red handkerchief that I'm just gonna hand to Clay and be like, Well, then put this on your person, you know. We'll treat this as a vacation until we have to actually work. And then I'll get up
Give you a fidget toy.
and then I'm going to go, I'm going to go to the dining car and see if they have coffee or tea or whatever I can bring back. If they'll let me take stuff back to the cart. I'll take just hot water for Huck, and because I assume Huck has his own tea supplies on him at all times.
Okay.
Yes.
As you move to the right down the hallway, you make your way about one car up. You guys weren't super far from the dining cart. You see a fully fleshed out bar. You see a woman behind the bar. She has her back turned to you. To your left, you see all the complimentaries, the coffee, tea, kind of cake, snacks, and things of that nature. Some candy and stuff. You start preparing things and getting things ready to go back to the cart.
I think I would. I'll go over and be like, oh, could I just have some assistance moving things? I can't exactly carry all of it by myself, because Wilhelmina does walk with a cane, which is just like full black polished wood, except at the very top it's a swan head.
You turn, say this. You watch the woman. She kind of turns around, and the first thing you notice is like this large, kind of like cut on the right side of her eye. It's healed over. And you see this older woman who looks very similar to Marlowe. The red hair, the bushy eyebrows, the shit-eating grin. And she says, "All right, mate, all right. I can help you, no worries."
Yes, do you happen to have a younger sibling? You look remarkably similar to a friend of mine.
No. All of my siblings are dead, so for the most part.
For the most part, are you a veteran? Like, you have a dashing scar, might I say?
And watch, she kind of reaches up, she touches it, and when she touches it, you have a bleed detector on you, right?
I do.
What does it look like?
Ooh, I think it looks similar to one of my little fountain pens. Almost looks like a mix of like a fountain pen and a sonic screwdriver. Has that like pen shape to it, except there's a tiny little glass bauble on the side that has the little lit fuse that it flickers green and kind of buzzes when bleed is nearby.
She kind of touches the scar, and you hear a boom, 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 boom.
Ah.
Boom, 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 boom.
Ah, I've made an error. I see.
And it starts to speed up.
Does it look like she's hostile, or is it just like I'm detecting bleed is like kicking up in the area?
How far away would you say she is from you are from her, shall I say?
I think I started calling for things probably like halfway from the door. I did not go directly up to the bar.
Okay. And you say this, and she touches the scar again, and she goes, "Wilhelmina, run." Dropping the accent and everything.
I'm so bad at that. And I'm gonna start huffing it back towards the door.
Can you please get This is so fucked up to as a character with a cane. To make this roll.
This is a choice I made.
Move?
Ooh, I don't have
a
anything.
nerve move roll, please.
I don't have any drive. I have nothing in move. If I get to the door, I'm just going to pull the thing out and yell, "Monsters! Monsters!" Ooh, failure. That's a 1 and a 2.
Okay.
Hoping to try to alert the people in my car.
I would like for you to give me a body mark, please. As the two of you hear these gunshots just go off.
Shit.
You watch as this Marlowe, this entity, pulls out this like shadow misty gun and just lets off shots. And she goes, "No, no, 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 no," as she is shooting at you. One of the bullets hits you in the shoulder, as you just slam into the door, blood kind of splashing across the window a bit. You open the door and you are now yelling and making your way down the hallway back towards the other two. Clayton and Huck, what are your reactions to that?
Can I go grab my sword from the luggage carriage?
Yeah, you can immediately stand up, take a left, and you're about 2 cars down to be able to get to
Away from where I am.
away from where William is.
Sorry about that.
No, it's fine.
You have Huck.
Huck stands up and actually stands up to their full height.
Oh my god. Uh-huh.
And walks out to the door, opens it up, looks through down to where Wilhelmina has tried to run. What does your wound look? What do you look like right now?
I think I got the door open and I took a step through and it caught me in the other shoulder opposite to the arm that has the cane. And rather than take the full roll down, I think I fell to the ground and I'm like hiding on the opposite side of the door. So it's like half open. So I have trying to give myself a little bit of cover. And then just clutching at my arm, I'll look up and be like, monster or possession, unsure as of now. Things got bad very quickly.
Huck grabs you and starts to pull you further in, and then steps out themselves. And I would like to do play the bait. It's an occultist move where you know how to draw the attention of a phenomenon. You just have to play the bait. Make a sense roll and bring a nearby phenomenon toward you.
Hey, yeah, make me a sense roll, please.
All right, so sense for me is rolling 3, and I got a 5.
Okay.
2 5s, that doesn't do anything, so.
No, it's multiples of 6s for critical success, I believe. But you still got a mixed success.
Okay.
Which is not bad. But that will still have a little bit of consequence. You watch as this individual that you've seen maybe a couple times, considerably aged, professionally reloads the gun with a quick succession. You see the side where the large scar is, this shadow and mist just wafting off, and where the eye was kind of like fully cut through and kind of blackened a bit, you watch as a red eye light up in that darkness, and it looks directly at you, Huck. And in this half ghost, half Marlowe's voice, I said run, 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 run. And she holds up the gun towards you and starts to walk towards you, Huck, but have not pulled the trigger yet.
Where are we supposed to go? We are on a train.
He has a point.
In Huck's hand, they have another chunk of that moss that they have given the ticket inspector, and they have started to rub it in between their thumb and forefingers, and it is starting to smoke a bit. And they blow on the smoke and send it towards the entity, just using a little bit of the occultist gear, trying to basically ward off a spirit.
Ooh.
At the moment.
I like it, Picasso. What should I make you roll for that? Give me a sense roll, please.
Sense. Okay.
Intuition. Intuition. Thank you.
Institution.
I rolled a 6. Institution.
A 6. Good.
Yeah.
Shizniak. Well, before we get to that, Clay, I'm assuming you're sprinting at this point.
Oh yeah.
You sprint back to luggage. You see the you see the ticket master, or the ticket inspector, He was about to light a cigarette. As you slam the door open, he jumps, drops the cigarette, and he's like, "What?"
Ignore him. Go straight for the sword.
You go through, you start throwing some old looking luggage, and you get a hold of this large fucking case. Put in the pin number, you pop it, and you see wrapped up.
It's 1, 2, 3, 4.
What? God damn. Wow.
Easy to remember.
You see this very large wrapped up sword. You take off the cloth. Can you please explain what your claymore sword looks like?
This sword is... You can tell that it's been used a lot because at the edges of, like, where the pommel meets the handle, you see, like, a little bit of deterioration of, like, paint or some sort of, like, scratches sort of in different areas, but they've all been very polished through for the most part. The sword has been upkept very well, despite how many surface level, like, little cosmetic imperfections in it. You can tell that it's been used a lot. On what? Good question. But it looks very ordinary. It doesn't have any fancy gilding. It doesn't have any special distinguishing characteristics. It's simply a big sword that does its job. Cleaves people in two.
Okay. You grab this, you see the ticket inspector's like, what?
Is he in the way? Is he in the way of my...
No, he has backed the fuck up at this point. He saw you pull out a giant
It doesn't
sword.
matter. He's a random 9-to-5 employee. He'll get his memories erased, maybe. There's no time. We gotta go kill the thing.
Okay. And you take off and you start running back towards the group. You slam through the door where you see Huck is now fully standing and blows out this mist from moss as it courses out towards this entity. You watch as the mist kind of... What color would you say the mist would be, Huck?
It is a kind of like a sickly green.
Okay, you're gonna poison mist the shit out of an entity. That's crazy. I love that. Okay. This green smoke spreads out, and then as you kind of focus, Hug, you watch as it start to coalesce into like a little bit of a vortex, as it has sensed this spirit or whatever this thing is, and it kind of goes out. And you right before she starts to pull the trigger, there's resistance. Like Marlo is fighting it. And the scar side of her body starts to shake and rumble.
Can I ask Huck what their bleed containment vial looks like?
Bleed containment vial looks basically like just a cage that is made out of hawthorn.
Interesting. I want to grab it off of Huck, rush towards Marlo, and try to just like catch the fog or mist off it and see if I can pull it in with whatever things on, whatever is resonating off, see if I can pull the possession off of her with Huck's weird magic bird cage.
Magic bird cage. Okay. This is interesting. Could you give me You can give me a sense.
Would you consider this a high stakes roll?
Yes.
Okay. I have the ability Cool Under Pressure, which lets me use my cunning drives on any roll in lieu of using drives or otherwise. So I'm going to use... I have 1 incense, and I'm going to use 2 additional drives for 3d6.
Okay. Go for it.
Ooh, double 5s.
You run up with this bird cage or this wooden cage that you've seen Huck use plenty of times before. And it is a very weird thing kind of to hold in your hand. You can almost feel the cultist like magic just waft off of it. from a touch. You rush up as this mist starts to scream from the poison-esque spiritual mist that Hug blew at it, and you hold out the containment field. Hug, please explain what it is like when an entity gets pulled into it.
The cage starts to open like just tendrils and fingers just pulling out and stretching towards the entity, and you see that it just starts to rake itself through it and pull more and more into the cage until it is as full as it can be, and then immediately closes back up onto itself, reattaching all of the weaves of the hawthorn back onto itself to close it in.
You watch as this spirit gets snatched out of the body of Marlowe. You will, normally when this happens, and you kind of, every time you guys have unpossessed someone, doing maybe this similar method, normally mist kind of comes out of the mouth, or the entity legitimately jumps out of the body and gets sucked into the containment field. This time, you start to hear like ripping of paper, like sheets tearing, fabric being ruined, and you see the sinews of muscle off of Marlowe gets ripped from the body, swirls and vortexes into the containment field as the fingers close, and you watch as Marlowe's body just falls over, eye open. Now blood just starting to spread on the floor.
How much of Marlowe is left? Like, what parts specifically are left?
Just the left side of her body.
Just the left side. Okay. So the other side is just completely empty.
Yep.
Not even bone.
Mm-mm.
Okay.
Mina is just holding the containment cage fully, like, shell shock moment, like eyes wide, processing, seeing like the blood on her hands, and just like slowly pivots. Huck, do you want this? Do you want to carry this, please?
You can feel the containment field start to shake violently. But it's not escaping.
Huck starts to walk away from the doorway, and as soon as they start walking towards Wilhelmina, they immediately slump back down to their usual way of walking, stretch out one of their long arms and grab it. Now, this is unfortunate, but it does seem that person has been dead quite a long time.
Yes.
Now they can finally rest.
Yes, and we've
Good work,
already confirmed what happened to Midnight Sanguine. Then we just need to be on the lookout for the other two members in case they have also been possessed, and perhaps we can do away with them and put their spirits to rest as well. I think that would be very good. I need to wash the blood off my hands. And I think Willa just fully vaults over the bar, and by that, like, does like the sit one leg over, one leg slip over, and then just goes and starts washing their hands.
As you kind of turn.
Do you think they need proof? I want to take the sword and sort of hover it above the neck.
Well, before
About to maybe take the head.
before you even get there, to even do any of that, Clayton, well, I mean, you kind of hop the bar and you start to wash your hands in water. And Clayton, you haven't even made it into the room quite yet. You did see all this though as you're running.
Oh, okay.
As you're making your way, right behind you, the inspector's like, sir, I don't know why you need a big. As you just kind of slowly turn and look, and you legitimately see his skeleton gets pulled from his body. As you kind of turn to your right, and you are face to face with a completely bald, featureless, faceless person just on the side of the train as it reaches through the glass, breaks the glass, goes to reach for you. Can you make me a move roll, please?
Oh, you poor thing.
Look, we found the thing that killed the train.
It's a beefy slender man.
Is Clay making the move roll?
Yes, Clayton, can you make me the move roll, please?
Oh, okay.
This all happened to Clayton, by the way.
I thought this was coming from me for
I
a
thought it was
second.
happening to Wilhelmina.
No.
Okay. All right.
I did not agree to be the damsel in distress. Thank you very much.
What am I moving away from? Am I moving away from the bald person?
That just reached his hand through the train, yes, to grab at you.
Okay. I'm gonna use a drive for this.
After ripping the spine out of the ticket inspector.
Yeah. So I'm definitely gonna roll 3. 6.
Shit. Okay.
And 2 ones.
You all feel, because technically, Clayton is on a completely different cart. Not technically, Clayton is on a different cart. Right before, like, Huck would have been there, but luckily Huck walked into the other cart with Wilhelmina. As firstly, the two of you, well, just Clayton is about to walk in and is about to start saying something, and the train rocks extremely hard, and you just watch as this cart gets completely ripped off the tracks and destroyed and broken away from your cart as you guys are still moving along the track. Clayton, you almost like an anime moment. Like time feels like it slows down as you just step to the side as these like gnarled fingers of this monster human thing reaches through and completely miss you, slams into the other side of the cart, grabs the cart and just pulls it as you feel yourself kind of float in the air, trying to catch yourself. You take the sword and you slam it into the ceiling, position yourself in a way that you can have a lot more control than anybody would be able to. As you feel the cart slam, I will still give you one body.
I have body armor. I'm soaking that.
Okay, hell yeah.
And because that counts as a mark that I took, I have adrenaline rush, which means I can immediately refresh a drive point of my choice. I'm giving myself back the nerve that I used to dodge. Goodbye, body armor, though.
Soldiers.
I am learning that Clayton is a fucking monster. All right. So
You gotta get Clay in the head. Sorry, I should be helping you.
right
No,
in.
you gotta hit Clay in the bleed or brain.
You kind of hear the glass breaking, the just carnage that has just happened. But somehow you are perfectly fine until you hear the sound of crackling fire. Before we continue with that, the other two, you just watched Clayton and one of the cars get completely ripped from the track, and your cart starts to slow down significantly as you two start to hear, "What in the Sam hell is that? Oh my God!" As you see this chunky, very pale-skinned man with a giant red nose with the conductor hat on kind of walk out, and he is, whoa, oh, he see the body, he looks the missing train cart, looks down the way at the cart that Clayton is supposed to be in.
Mr. Conductor, I'd ask you stop the train this instant, very please. There seemed to have been some damage to the train.
And he's yeah.
Seems like we're slowing down already.
Full disregard. I'm gonna run to the edge of the edge to the doorway. Because did you say the cart completely derailed?
Yeah, like this entity completely pulled it off the rail. Yeah.
Okay. Do I see where it went? Like, can I see it down there? How fast is the train moving?
It started to slow down. You're probably gonna be like a good 500, 600 feet away when the train completely stops. Mainly because he runs back and pulls the emergency brake. And I don't know if you've ever been on a train when the emergency braked, but it is fucking awful. As you slam into the bar, Huck, you considerably wobbles and you try to catch yourself.
Huck was leaning down to take a sample of the blood pile while this was happening. So Huck just goes, like right into the blood pile.
Wait, I just said that I was at the doorway. Do I fly off the train?
Oh shit! Yeah, no, you were at the doorway. I for some reason I thought you were still at the bar. You poor thing, you. Can you give me a
Tuck and roll, darlings. Tuck and roll.
Yes. Can you give me a move, please?
I'm gonna use another drive from my cunning for cool under pressure, just so I'm not rolling at disadvantage.
Go for it.
Use the cane to help you.
I'm gonna use another drive.
Okay.
Okay, that's a mixed success.
Okay. So you Huck, you slam your face straight into the blood. Your face now covered in just this inky red blood. And actually, weirdly enough, Huck, it tastes, the blood normally tastes like iron. This tastes like ink paper, like ink from paper. And mixed in with like swamp water? Curious.
Something ain't right.
And Wilhelmina, which Huck, you hear, as Wilhelmina,
Tuck and roll, darling. Tuck and roll, darling. Tuck and roll.
as you watch Wilhelmina gets thrown off from the train, from the sudden stop, and then somehow ass over tea kettle, you land straight on your butt. That fucking hurt. Not enough to damage you, but it hurt.
Ooh, thank God.
And you kind of get up.
Tucking and rolling, it worked.
It appears that I am alone.
Yeah, I will say that the gunshot wound that is in my shoulder, since now that I'm on the ground, I will go over and try to like start tending to it, and it is just black ink instead of blood.
From down the way, you hear as fires start to breach up. Clayton, you start to make your way out of the train car, and from where you are, Wilhelmina and Huck, as you kind of like turn and look, you just see this imposing figure with a giant sword with fire in the background. A little bit of blood, not your blood, kind of like on your person.
The other passengers.
The conductor's blood.
The ticket master's blood. Yeah, the ticket
inspector.
Yeah, ticket inspector's blood just all over you, because he was also in that car before he got his spine ripped out of his body. As you are kind of walking forward, can you make me a sense roll, please?
Oh no. 2 4s, yeah. I would have had to take the lower.
Okay, that's not bad. That's still a miss success. So, as you're kind of walking past, you hear from the clouds this rumbling, lightning, and thunder as it starts to rain slightly. As you can see visibly, a storm starts to roll in. But it doesn't, you don't feel wet. You have heard from Wilhelmina and Huck a little bit about what is called a fade storm. This only happens when there is a considerable amount of bleed in one area. You start to hear, Clayton. 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 As you kind of look to your right, you don't see anything.
Voices in my head before.
Clayton. Stay away from my little... Stay away from... And then the voice leaves your brain.
And no sight of where it came from.
No. But you do watch as the train stops, and you watch Wilhelmina just ass over tea kettle, just fall and land on her butt. Huck, what are you doing after now having a face full of blood and realizing what the taste is like?
They slowly get back up. That does not taste right. Well, it looks like our vacation has come to an end. Starts to get up and walk towards the end of the train where Wilhelmina just flew through. And I'm assuming it's stopped now, right? We're stopped after all of that.
100% stopped, yeah.
Okay. They slowly start to get off of the train themselves. It takes a while. He does not move that quickly at all.
It's that slow, like, one step down, 1 foot down type of deal.
They have to have a foot on every rung before they can fully get down. Then they just slowly start walking towards where the other two are.
I think Willa is just still sitting, but turning back over and just waving at you, and then looking over at Clay and waving at you, and just like, vacation! Everything's going just peachy.
The train broke.
You always bring me to the nicest places.
Well, you are incredibly useful, so as soon as you stop being so, I will stop taking you out for all the fun little jaunts, shall I? I would like to speak with that conductor as well as anyone else in the train, but I don't know how far from our destination, just to figure out how far we are from our destination, as well as if anyone else knows anything about what's going on in this area.
As you say that, Wilhelmina, you kind of look up and you will see Hollow Creek. You are where you are supposed to be.
Convenient.
Lovely. Perfect.
Well,
I think I brought bandages.
it looks like a storm is brewing.
The conductor kind of make his way out. He's like, is everybody... Oh my God, Franklin. Oh, whoa, is he all right? Oh God. Oh God. Should I radio this in or...
Yeah, radio in that there was a... What'd you say, Clay? You saw it. Did you see that boulder come down the hill and hit the side of the train? It seems like it ran right through the woodland.
Now, Clay is familiar somewhat with Mina's weird, elaborate lies for hiding up the truth for things. And I think it takes Clay a few seconds of pause being like, yes, the boulder.
Exactly.
And that's
now,
it.
Mr. Conductor, I would love to know, and I would fully go over, fully disregarding the gunshot wound and everything, take him by the arm and turn him away from his dying friend. I'd love to talk to you about any of the strange happenings that have been going on in town here, and I just want to spend the next, going back up to where the radio is, grilling his ass for information. And I'd like to use lie detector just to see if he does, anytime he starts to fib, if he knows anything, if he's been doing this a while. Full information gathering mode, just because now Mina is pissed and gunshot and needs to establish some use here.
I'm gonna ask you to roll twice, if that is okay. Firstly, could you please give me a sway, and then a read.
Oh, sure. 6 on sway.
Okay.
And a 4 on read with the gilded die.
Okay, not too bad. So, firstly...
that was another gilded die, so I get 2 drive back because of lie detector.
Oh, yeah, good shit. Firstly, managed to convince him to... He's like, all right. And you kind of grab hold of him and move him along.
Big rock and all that fog and the thunderstorm. It was madness. Any number of those things could be what you radio in for. But
all right. And then what are the questions? You just grill him about just the town and everything.
I want to know if he knows anything about the previous crash. any odd happenings in town, any weird supernatural or any weird like weather patterns and mention of the Fade Storm, stuff that like we as Candela members would immediately clock as weird, but as like maybe just someone who's traveling through wouldn't know. I also want to know if if he knows anyone who can direct us towards the sanatorium, which we know is like the core, or the resort, I guess, which we think is the core of this, where this like supernatural event seems to be occurring.
I could show you where that is. I'm pretty sure I know where that is, but no one really lives in this town. It's abandoned. Maybe like a homeless person or two, or a traveler might seek refuge there. Other than that, I really don't know much. The crash. Well, it was reported that something similar to this happened to the last one. That's why, but they said it was just like the brakes and stuff. So that's why I made sure to oversee everything myself.
Yeah, I'm very thankful that you pulled the brakes when you pulled them.
Yeah. And a weird thing. Someone told us to make sure that we had a particular object with us. So I thought it was kind of weird. Hold on. And you
a
watch
particular object.
Yeah, you watch it. He does. He goes in his pocket and he pulls out like this kind of metal piece. And because of your history and your backstory, your immediate realization is that it is the important part of a typewriter, the rod part that writes that has like the inky letters on it, and whatnot.
Who told you to carry this?
And you watch like his eyes go like glassy. I don't know. So I can't. I know it was an important figure. Told me to hand this to little Mina. I'm assuming. I don't know who that is, but
He said, I'm sorry, you were supposed to hand that to somebody?
yeah, little Mina.
Oh, well, my name is Mina, so perhaps that is mine.
Oh, here you go. And he just absentmindedly handed it to you, and then goes,
All right, I don't have to steal it off him like that was my initial plan. Perfect. I take it, I immediately pocket it to look at it later. And so in that case, if the town is abandoned, the resort is closed. Do you know how long ago it was that it was abandoned, that it shut down?
You just kind of watch him just stare into the distance for a second.
You know, you're in shock. Why don't you sit down here? And like, I'm assuming we're back in the dining car, so I'm just gonna grab like a full bottle of brandy off the table and just like put it in his lap, and I'll be like, you just sip on that for a moment. I'm sure you'll feel better. And then I'm gonna turn and walk back to the group.
I will also say like this, you normally you have seen this when people who are not like you guys has experienced too much bleed. His brain is, for better or for worse, kind of mush at the moment.
As soon as I get back to the group, I will reiterate what little I did learn, and will state, well, it seems that people passing through here often, there's enough bleed here to fry the brains of the normal folk, so we better tread carefully and leave quickly. So, I suppose we should probably be on our way. It seems like we're walking.
Well, it doesn't seem like we're that far away, so I guess these old bones could do that.
Perhaps we could stop at the luggage car and see if we could steal some umbrellas.
Clayton, again, you hear the run, Clayton, run.
Just a question. Is anyone else hearing some weird voices in their heads?
No.
No.
Telling you to run?
No more than usual.
No. I hear nothing. Something's telling you to run, you specifically.
It's been saying, run, Clayton, And then it said, get away from Marlowe. And then more run.
Marlowe's very dead, and we have her in the little seed pod now.
Her blood tasted odd, by the way.
Odd how?
You can see that it's starting to soak off, but Huck's face is just covered, like the right side of his face is just covered in blood.
I want to taste. I'm gonna take a finger and get it, and then lick it.
I get a wash rag for old Huck so he can clean himself up like a normal human.
You taste it, Clayton, and it like I described before, inky, very swamp watery.
What did you say?
It tastes like old plants.
It reminds me of
ink.
Smoker's blood. Swampy.
You can taste the peat.
Interesting. I'm not sure what we're going to do with that. But, I mean, I'll make a note of it and may mark it. It could be important information to cause on how we want to undo whatever phenomena is taking place. I also was handed this that said, from Little Mina, and it looks to be a piece of a typewriter. So, perhaps we're looking for some type of, writing or either some type of phenomenon around the fiction of the place.
From the train, you hear a scream. And then you hear
the conductor?
And then you hear, Then you hear oh, great heavens! And then a manly scream. And the three of you kind of turn and look. I say manly scream because I didn't want to do it. I'm gonna just put it out there.
Just a Wilhelm scream.
Yeah, Wilhelm scream. Yep, thank you. Oh, that was pretty good. Oh my god. You watch as the husk of Marlowe is up and turning, and you start to see sinew and muscle reattach to the side of Marlowe's face as you kind of see half the conductor, half Marlowe. And then you hear, Little Mina, give me the typewriter.
Absolutely not.
Give it! And
Absolutely not.
you
Nope.
watch as the bones crack and break, and it turns on its back, but its spine spins, and it's on all fours, and it is rushing at the three of you. What would you like to do?
I shut the door to our cabinet. I shut the door. Shut the door.
Yeah. I thought we were out in the street or on the.
You are on the.
Did we go back in?
No, you are on the side.
I gotta. Oh, okay, yeah. I if it's from inside the train, I shut the train door, and I was like, I say we leave.
I will say that you are close enough that you could just go, like, just like shut the door.
Yeah, that's 100%. Door shuts, clicks, pulls the lock down if there is one, and I'm just be like, on to our vacation then. And I'll stumble down and start walking.
Okay. Are you guys, well, that door is not going to last too long as you do hear it break and you hear a pin snap. Are you running or are you going to walk?
How fast can Nina walk?
I will run, but I don't run fast. I don't walk fast either.
I mean, old Hook doesn't move too quickly, but he'll move as quick as he can.
My hope is that it's not smart.
People.
My hope is that it's not smart and it follows us to the along the train, so it's almost staying at our speed until we bypass the engine, the front. But I have no idea.
Can old Hook use some of his occultist gear again and try to line the doorway with salt and brick dust?
Are you trying to ward it so it can't get through?
Yeah.
Hell yeah. Do some creepy cultist shit. Yeah. Go. Yeah, give me another sense roll, please.
I got a 5.
This way, y'all ain't gotta run.
Yeah.
That's fucking funny. Oh my god.
Mina didn't think about it. Mina just kept walking. Like, no, I'm not dealing with this anymore. If it's gonna come out and chase me, it's gonna come out and chase me. Like, absolutely fucking not. I just fell out of a fucking train. I'm pissed.
It's all right. Clay will keep it busy while you guys walk at a leisurely pace.
You watch as the train car door is starting to break through, and you just easily Huck just go up and salt it, and then the door fly past your head, and then you watch as it rushes towards you and hit a barrier, and it's very confused.
That'll stay for a while.
The three of you can now just walk. As you just start to make your way, and it is pacing you through the train, slamming at the windows but not breaking through, being able to break through. And just kind of makes his way to like the head of the car, where the conductor train part is, and it's too big to get out of the door, but it is slowly making its way through.
Huck, you will have to show me how you make such occultic barriers in some form. It is just so incredibly effective.
It's all about intention.
Noted.
With that, Clayton, you hear to the right, to the right.
And to the right, and I say that out loud so everyone hears. And then I look to the right. Is there anything?
There's a path that just opened through the woods, and maybe like what would be like a 2 blocks off, you see this old resort, this large, like rundown white building, this large facility, and it says across it, Black Hollow Creek.
This is supposed to be a resort.
Well, again, it used to be a sanatorium, so they just didn't have a chance to spruce up the place and make it look inviting. You know, inviting like a sanatorium is supposed to be.
This voice in my head is really helpful. Maybe I should listen to them more.
Does it sound like someone you know?
Does it?
You recognize the voice of Davis because he has bothered you a lot, and he is annoying as shit.
Oh, what was his name? The guy who was annoying.
Davis?
Davis.
Sounds like
it's
a
Davis's
lot of
voice.
people.
It's Davis's voice.
Hey, I apologize for your own head. But if he's going to be helpful...
Maybe I can talk back to him. And I want to think hard. I just want to get in like a calm, meditative state and go, Davis, shut the fuck up.
Are you
Listen for a reply.
Are you legit trying to Davis, shut the fuck up? Holy shit.
Lower your volume, please.
You can you give me a sense roll, please?
Remember,
no,
it's
okay.
all about intention.
Intention. 2. So.
Try again.
Yeah. Okay. So, I do not have a poker face, by the way. That's one thing you need to learn about me as a storyteller. My poker face is never there. And you know what? I am so okay with that now. Just because you know it's coming, the pain is coming, doesn't mean you can stop it. With that, you are trying to focus on the voice, and your intention is to get him to shut the fuck up. Without realizing that, Huck and Mina, you watch as Clayton just kind of stops walking in front of you guys and just pauses.
Mr. Clay?
Clayton, you can't hear anything anymore. Can't smell. Actually, it almost feels like you can't even breathe for a moment, you watch as the face of Davis fly past your vision, and you all watch as Clayton turn to the left all of a sudden. And then you watch as Davis's face move past you again to the right, and you jolt to the right.
Claire, you all right?
And then from behind you, you all hear, "You might want to run."
I don't do that.
I also don't do that.
And on your neck, Huck, you just hear this, just this heavy breathing.
All right, now there's some personal space that needs to be advised.
And then, God damn it, that's
Unbothered king.
I fucking the nonchalantness is so fucking cool. As you kind of turn, and at this point, Clayton, you kind of shake your head and your senses come back to you, and you turn around at the same time, and you see this posing figure who has on like kind of scraps of clothing. Your first feeling, Clayton, is annoyance as you recognize
Davis?
the voice. And then he just is breathing heavy. He goes, and he looks down at Huck. And then you all hear the voice, and it goes, "I told you to run. You don't listen. Why are you even right here? Oh my God, help me." And he just kind of grabs your shoulders, Huck. And he's like, "Help me." And you watch his eyes has these two typewriter keys lodged in them. One is R, the other one is N.
What was the first one that I have?
You have the full, like the thing that, you know, you click and it pops out, like when you start a new sentence.
Oh, I have the. It's. I thought it was a piece. It's the whole. It's the whole typewriter.
Yeah. You have the actual like typewriter rod piece, the important part that you need in order to actually use the typewriter.
Oh, the roller.
The roller. You have the
roller
roller.
thing?
Yeah. I should have.
Oh, got it. Yeah.
And you see like these keys kind of like in his, just where his eyes should be. Run. It didn't mean come closer.
Well, I think that it is time for us to help with getting this excised from this space. And we can't do that if we run.
We can't allow the phenomenon to continue here. You have type pieces in your eyes.
I can take him
Do
out
we
for
know
you.
him?
You can if you want, but it's not
I
gonna help.
have the roll for it.
Oh, is Clayton just
Yeah,
gonna
I'm gonna
snatch them out?
Take him out. He said you can if you want. That was permission.
You know what? What I like about you three is that you just do shit. And this is like my favorite thing ever. You're the three players that I've had. This is the first time I had three players who just go, "Fuck it." Is this how we are for you, Austin? Just you know, do a muffled
Surely not.
scream a little bit in the background if that is true.
Yeah, I guess. What role is eye gouging?
That's what I'm trying to
Yeah,
figure
what role is that?
out. So
Control?
I can do it roughly to turn it into strike.
you know, weirdly enough, I am okay with a control or strike.
Okay.
It couldn't have killed him to put like a strength roll in here or something. Like,
Okay, just in case, I'm gonna use a drive for this. There's a lot of erasing and coloring. Okay. That is 2 6s.
oh
Whoa.
shit!
Critical success.
Critical success. Did I throw a wrench in my party? Maybe. But a very cool wrench. it's like, Chipotle flavored. Because I realized I was saying ranch.
It's a cool
ranch.
Cool wrench.
Cool ranch.
Cool ranch.
With that, you just reach up and you grab a hold of it, and it almost feels like you're pulling at like a chain almost, as you just almost easily, with just enough force, just snatch these typewriter keys out of his eyes, as he's and you watch, he starts to blink, and you see his like actual eyes that are just red and bloodied come back into play, as he just kind of looks at you.
Hey, I'll take those.
As he looks at you, and then you watch as his body starts to like kind of shrink, and he eventually turns back into this skinny dude that you recognize immediately, because normally Davis is very skinny and not strong at all, and he just and he's like touching himself.
Oh, so taking out the letters did help. You should be all be thanking Mr. Clay instead of telling us to run around and leave your ass here.
Thank you. Also, why?
Well, you failed to stop the phenomenon, so they sent us here also. Do you know where the source of this is? Could you lead us to it? We found Marlowe in the train, and sad to say that the life or ship of that has sailed.
In addition, you hear a scream. Get the sense that it is probably now out of the train. But you watch as Davis goes, I think it's a little, yes, Clayton.
What were all the typewriter keys that we have so far? I'm confused.
You have you actually have RUN in your possession. As Wilhelmina, as you are kind of walking forward, you kind of like you move your shoulder and you feel the pain.
Is that what's in my shoulder?
And then you kind of look down and you see you from the typewriter.
Push the bullet out when I flexed. Great. I'm gonna take the keys from. I'm gonna take the keys.
You drop something.
Oh, lovely. Ooh, a letter. I'll take the keys from Clay and I'll put them in the roller. You
slap it into the roller, and you will all feel a little groggy. And then you watch as Davis goes, the entity is already here. We're already here. There's no escape. And you watch as he starts to cry, and it's like blood and ink as you slide it. You slap him? Oh, no,
shit. Mina slaps the shit out of Davis, grabs it and goes, get your shit together. We have a phenomenon to stop, and then we're going to all get out of here. You need to take us to where the source of that is, Davis. I don't care how you feel about it. We have to go now because the thing is off the train. And so you are...
I've taught you well.
As you are like holding
Haven't you just?
You're holding on to Davis and shaking him. He's like, Huck. Firstly, easily, Huck, as you kind of just sitting there chilling, you kind of look behind everybody, and indeed you see the creature at the beginning of the forest, quite a ways away, but you still see it as it stands up fully and it's screeching into the air. You just kind of yawn a little bit and then you just casually look down, and the forest floor is marble, and then you look up and all four of you is in the hallway. As you finally like get done shaking him, Wilhelmina, you turn and look, and
oh, fan-fucking-tastic.
A hallway. Clayton, you kind of blink in a hallway, and at the end of the hallway,
reality warping.
And at the end of the hallway, a couple lights flicker, and you see the entity from the train staring you down. And Davis just goes, oh, oh, Clayton, you got a sword to do something. He just turns, he pushes you forward, and then he starts to run the other way.
I'm so tempted to chop off his ankles.
With that though, because
okay.
Old Hug was the first one to realize this, what is Old Hug doing in this scenario?
I would like to kind of take in the full situation and see if I can sense or see if there's anything like either that is showing like where the source of the bleed is from this, especially since we just got transported somewhere else.
Oh,
It feels like it is either trapping us or trying to bring us to its domain.
Took forgot that you also have a detector. Am I correct?
Yep.
So, I'll say that the one of the reasons why you got tipped off first was that what does your bleed detector look like? What is it?
It looks like a dried deer's heart.
Oh.
And whenever it starts to he wears it basically almost like as a lapel.
Okay.
And it'll start to actually pump when it sees or detects bleed. So
Okay. You will start to feel it as it starts to come back to life, as per se. And then the change happens, and now it's a consistent. But specifically, can you also give me a sense roll, please?
I will
Yes.
gift you one of my drive to give you an additional additional dice because I would like to help with
Okay.
this.
Wait, we can do that? We can give each other drive?
Yes, you can help by offering a drive of the chosen stat.
Oh, okay. Okay, that's useful. Thanks. I should have given you some nerve.
I'm gonna try one more. I'm gonna try one more drive myself.
Okay,
as
go
well.
for it.
I've got a 5, but I'm trying to get a 6.
Okay.
And I didn't. So a 5.
5, still good. As you feel the heart boop, 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 beating, and it speeds up, you kind of turn in a direction below you, like kind of look downward, and it speeds up considerably as it boop, 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 and then you lift up and it starts to slow again. So you get the sense it's below you.
Okay. We need to find stairs to go down.
Noted. Can I look
How
for a stairway?
brittle is the floor? Oh,
How brittle is the floor is a wild fucking question.
floor?
never mind.
Cement. I don't know.
Cement. Damn. 'Cause, it's a
Is it brittle
decrepit
enough for
building,
TNT?
right? Yeah, I have dynamite. I could try to blow a hole.
Well,
Yes, but we are also very close for a dynamite blast.
But is there enough space elsewhere? Is what I'm saying.
I mean, on that note, though, I will say that the creature is in dynamite throwing distance as it is about to start sprinting towards you.
You also have a claymore.
You also have a large fucking sword. So,
Yeah.
Oh, that type of claymore. For some reason, I've been thinking like a claymore bomb
like-
this whole
Oh,
time,
no,
even though
no,
you've had a
sword.
sword.
that was a sword. Oh, no, Claymore Bomb is wild. Why would Tug give
Damn.
them that? Oh, no.
I don't know. That's what I thought that we had this whole time was a clay. Even
If
though you've
only.
been using a big ass sword, I don't know why that never clicked in my fucking head.
Holy
I thought
shit.
that we had a claymore bomb this whole
No,
time.
that is insane. Okay. Claymore Bomb is correct. That would have just, honestly, this whole thing would have been done at that point.
Yeah, just
Yeah.
set it in
Why not?
place.
Just give us some C4, man.
Yeah.
Just give us some C4.
But
Hydrogen bomb.
You have a giant sword and dynamite. But Willamette, you was about to say something before shenanigans.
Oh, I would like to. Can I look and see if there's signs for a stairwell?
Oh yeah, easily. No, it's not even hard to find it. It just says
Down.
no. It's as you kind of turn and look, it is a little bit of a hop and a step away. It's in the direction where Davis ran.
Just some of us want to go down the stairway and try to find the source, and some of us want to distract the creature.
I can distract the creature if you would like.
I can also distract.
All right. Runs for the stairs.
Okay.
I admire your sacrifice.
Not a sacrifice.
Even more heroic. Door.
Rock, paper, scissors. For who distracts. You're going to do this
Rock,
again.
paper,
Tiffany.
scissors
Rock,
again.
paper,
Yeah.
scissors. Oh my god, sorry. Rock, paper, scissors. Go for it.
Rock, paper. This is horrible.
Yeah,
You
it's
can't
a visual
do this,
medium.
Tiffany. Yeah.
Visual jokes on our audio podcast.
Okay, just pick one down below and then show it, okay?
Okay.
And 3, 2, 1.
Oh.
Okay.
I
Huck
guess. I did scissors.
I did paper.
I'll distract then.
Good luck. And I pass you the dynamite and the lighter.
All right.
Okay, with that,
Head down the stairs.
as you and Wilhelmina run past Davis. As he's like, oh, the stairs. He just kind of you push him, keep him out of the way, but like for the most part, he is like trying to scramble over you to get down the stairs. And the two of you run down. Huck, you have dynamite, and this creature is running straight towards you. What are you doing?
Huck will start to move towards the stairwell, and he is going to cut the wick or the fuse about halfway to where it was, so there's not that much time before he throws it, and it will go probably like 2 or 3 seconds, and that's about it. And he will light it as soon as he is heading down the stairs himself, and throw it towards the monster, hopefully making it so things enough of an explosion to cause a collapse.
Okay, can you give me? This is not a good roll for you. Move, please.
A move.
If I gave the dynamite, can I give a drive?
You can, yeah. I'm okay with that.
Okay, I'll give you one.
Goodbye, friend. I got a 5 and a 6.
Good shit.
So I got a 6. Thank you for that drive.
The creature spine cracks in half again, and you see half of the train conductor and half of Marlowe, as all the limbs attached to the wall as it starts to crawl down the hallway very fast and quick. Huck, you just look at it, nod, turn, light the dynamite, and just flick it out into the hallway super casually. And you, right before you kind of turn, the face of the creature appear in front of you as the dynamite just explodes. I need you. I'm okay with either one. Would you like to take a bleed or a body?
I would like to take a bleed. And the reason why I would like to take a bleed is because I have the weird ability of whenever I take a bleed, I can also gain information about the phenomenon that harmed me, and I get to ask you a question about the source of the bleed.
Okay, take a bleed damage. And what is your question?
What is it susceptible to a certain element?
Ooh. I'm gonna answer that question. in a little bit of a weird way, but hopefully it still gives you what you want. When Wilhelmina put the letters into the roller, it seemed to upset it greatly. When Clayton snatched the keys away from Davis, it seemed to upset it greatly. The entity that you just blew the fuck up seems attached to that entity, and when it explodes, you feel, first off, whoever the two of you with the bleed detectors, both of them has been fucking going off like crazy. When the explosion happens and you kill the thing that was chasing, because how would that not kill a creature? It's the beeping starts to slow a bit, and actually, another one of your containers fill up with another spirit. But because you took the bleed damage, I mean, you saw. I'm gonna give you this also. You saw the entity at its full capacity, as you see letters and ink kind of spread, and you see multiple eyes just for a second look at you and recognize you. Probably over 1,000 of eyes. Probably around the amount of enough eyes that would make up a town of people. And as you kind of realize this and you shake your head, you all watch as Huck is blown back down the stairs. Probably the fastest you've ever seen him move.
Just like pinball.
Yeah.
Just hitting like all of them.
How far down?
Bang, bang.
How far down the stairs was I? Do I see him fly past me?
The three of you were running and like speeding down the stairs, and right before you guys get to the last step, the bottom of the stairs, you just watch Huck. You hear the explosion and then just see like a smoking Huck. As Huck, you have now landed face first at the bottom of the stairs, breathing heavy.
It has been destroyed.
I'll help him up.
I do not feel good.
You are truly phenomenal. I owe you one for this, Mr. Huck. Truly. Now let's be done with this place.
I agree that your debt is owed.
Wilhelmina, on your on your right arm, where you hold the cane, you just feel the shake. You feel a shaking hand, and you see Davis. He goes, as he's like just shaking. He goes, you, ah! Ow!
Okay, so it's two of us who slapped him.
Yeah. He's like, ow! Will you stop hitting me? God.
Use your words, darling.
This is how far we got in before Marlo got snatched. I don't even know what happened to Riley. I ran in hopes that the entity would chase me, like normal, like the entity chased me and they take it out. It didn't happen this time, and I don't know what to do.
Well, it was a worthwhile gambit because you had survived to help us with this. Now, do you know where the source of all this bleed is coming from then, if it is down here?
You can, I can show you, I think, and you just watch as his nose start to bleed.
We'll look for Riley after the fact. Oh, that's concerning, isn't it?
Is there a library of any sort here? Or any place that is like an office?
We were in the basement, so I'm not sure. And then as you now get a chance to like look around, you see a very long hallway. There's about 4 doors that are wide open. Only one of them you can kind of see what would appear like maybe like a old-timey kind of like lamp, kind of light coming from the hallway.
Electrical or
fire.
Okay.
So fire, like,
so like an oil lamp.
Yeah. So yeah, like it's like flickering and whatnot. This is also took imagining that's what what firelight does. It flickers. Little wavy type of flickering. Yeah. As Davis just kind of start to shamble forward, shaking. You can hear his knees kind of clattering together. And it might dawn on a few of you that how the fuck is he one of the top investigators?
Yeah.
I want to
Davis.
step in front of him and be like, I feel like you will be more comfortable in the middle where it's safest. Just point where we need to go.
Oh, okay.
And I will go ahead. Clay, could you accompany me up here just in case anything tries to grab me?
Of course.
Thank you, dear.
How many years has Davis been working this job?
Oh, many. I think he got like 10 years under his belt. Like, he's been doing this for a very long time.
Jesus Christ. It's okay.
You only
It seems exposure therapy was a lie.
I'll say you only heard that he killed one creature once. Not on purpose,
Yeah.
though.
With while we're walking, can Huck kind of like analyze, inspect nonchalantly, just like Davis in general, to kind of see if they can get like a vibe check from them?
Finally. Yes, you can give me a read and or sense.
I'm gonna go with a read. I've got my gilded in read, and I got a 5 on my gilded.
Ooh.
So does that do anything?
It means you get a drive back.
Sweet.
KK. Davis is interesting. I would like to imagine, you correct me if I'm wrong, that Huck wasn't really that interested in him before, in any of the times that you've seen him before. But I will say that because you are a very perceptive person and you're very in tune with unnatural stuff, it starts to make sense now a little bit why he is a part of Candela in general. He has this presence that attracts danger. Like you can see like Clayton is fighting the urge to stab him, and not because that's what Clayton does, but it's almost as if it's almost like a flexury thing, like you get what I mean? Like it's like an instinct to want to do
reflexive.
it.
Yeah, it's reflexive.
So Clayton is not even in control of that. And as he's just kind of shaking, you can see that every nerve in his body is kind of active. As in, you're pretty sure that if he's scared enough, he could probably dodge a bullet point blank without even thinking about it. That's just how quick and naturally get away-ish. I don't know how to say it in that way. He's a scary motherfucker that can get out of the way. Like he's like real fast. He's like unnaturally good at escaping.
Ruh-roh.
Yeah. Did I model him after Shaggy? Yes, I did. But the favorite Scooby-Doo is my favorite. Fucking Mystery Gang is my shit. He also gives off the same vibe that the entity before that you kept warding off is giving, as he kind of points and is leading you guys down the hallway. Do you do anything with that information?
Huck will reach out and put a hand on Davis's shoulder.
He'll turn.
Why don't you stay behind?
What? What do you mean stay behind? I don't want to stay behind. What?
You have done enough. You do not need to come in there with us. You are safer here than you will be with us. And we will be safer because of it.
Huck is right. Perhaps it'd be worthwhile if you went back up to the surface and left us to finish the work.
But the creatures it's probably up there. Maybe, I don't know.
The creature is down here. Do you see this? And he points to the heart. It is about to go into cardiac arrest.
Oh. So that's how you noticed me. You will watch as Davis just hand rise immediately and go to stab you where the bleed detector in the heart is.
While this is happening, Huck is biting their thumb to make it bleed, and he'll put it on Davis's forehead.
Ooh, okay.
Trying to and in just some incoherent language that nobody understands. It sounds just like, basically like almost like a Gregorian throat chant coming. I can't do it, otherwise I would.
Understandable, hell yeah. Okay, so
and he is going to try to fight it in this way.
So what my intention is that you are not moving away from him at all or trying to dodge it?
No.
Okay, so you will take, I'm about to be very mean, you will take 2 body
Okay.
from this.
Can I have him make a follow-up move after this resolves, realizing that this is the case? Because I've never liked Davis.
I also want a follow-up. I want a shot at him.
I will let both of you get your shot at Davis. Because I never liked him. It's crazy. You didn't even give bro a chance. You will take 2 body. And I would like for you to make me another sense roll. And what is your intentions with that?
Okay.
To do damage?
To try to pull the entity out of Davis's body.
Okay. Yeah, give me a sense roll. It will be a high risk roll though.
Okay, high risk. That's good.
Ooh, that's
good.
perfect. 'Cause that means
I'm going to try with just the 3. See how that goes. Okay, so I've got 2 5s. I am gonna burn 1 drive just to see if I can get a 6. And I didn't. Okay, so I got a 5.
Okay. Right, your hand is bigger than his head, damn near. As you slap your bloody finger straight down onto his cranium, on his dome, on his head. The thumb touches the middle of his face as you watch as his hand straight into the bleed detector, destroying the bleed detector, and going straight into your chest, all the way up onto his wrist. And you cough out some blood considerably, but you feel
it is black, like a gooey black.
none of us have normal blood.
Delicious.
Sound
I
about
have
right.
normal blood.
Clayton is the only normal one here, besides the killer frenzy.
I'm normal. I'm just a sociopath.
So normal.
You as the entity gets this overwhelming sensation of rotten danger as you do considerable bleed damage, as you watch as the eyes start to bleed ink, and now you watch as very grotesquely as typewriter letters start to fall out of the tear ducts of Davis as it starts to fall down his face. You hurt it considerably as it just and like snatches his hand out of your chest and kicks you a distance away as it turns Wilhelmina and Clayton. Yes. Or Wilhelmina first because you called.
So this is a high stakes roll, so I can use cool under pressure. Yes.
Yes, go for it.
So I would like to use my hand weapon, which I said was my cane. However, Wilhelmina pulls a step back just as like it's turning, so as he's turning to away from Hawk towards me, and I'm just gonna put the cane directly up, like pointed up to their face, and there's a little click as a little hidden barrel unlatches, and I'm gonna fire the single shot from the concealed pistol in my cane, and I'm gonna try to blow his fucking head off.
Oh shit. Yeah, go for it.
Yes, so that would be control normally, but I'm going to spend 2 drive for a 6. Full success.
Oh shit. The the cane pistol goes off, and you watch in front of you as you're kind of like on the floor, Huck, gathering yourself. Davis's head, as he turns, you shoot him square in the middle of the eyes as the head explodes and split, and you see typewriter letters just sprout out of the middle of the split head, and then the body. The body.
So are these like the typewriter like arm
yes,
letters?
the arm letters,
Things,
exactly.
Or are they?
Yeah.
Okay, they are keys.
Keys, yeah.
Okay.
As that made it even more grotesque for me, and I'm one who wrote this, because I don't know why, like that extra little arm part was like, ooh,
Yeah.
but that was so weird. But Clayton, as that happens, you usually when someone gets shot in the head, one, typewriter letters don't sprout out of their body. Two, the body doesn't continue to move. As Wilhelmina shoots out the bullet, it split them in two. The arm shoots up and grabs a hold of your cane and starts to crush it and just start to move towards you, forward towards you. But at this moment, Clayton, you have something to do.
First of all, the typewriter keys coming out of the head. Clayton thinks that is gross because it's like when you're eating fish and then you get a bone and it's like the fish part was so delicious and then now there's a hard thing in the middle of it, and that's upsetting, and that's
But the
very
bones
upsetting,
are better.
as if Davis couldn't get any worse. And I'm going to take the claymore, make a horizontal slash to try and chop him in half.
Okay, give me a strike.
Okay, let's see. I'm gonna preemptively use this drive. Okay, I have a 6, so yeah, 6.
Wilhelmina, as you start to feel your cane start to bend, and you hear this gurgling voice from Davis. Oh, you could have just ran. It would have been easier. The sound of as you watch as Clayton, you couldn't get the right angle at first. Luckily enough, you are strong enough to rip this sword through the fucking wall. Into the on the other side, the camera kind of pans and you see the blade stick out of the other side of this wall, splitting it to a certain extent. As it comes back out of the wall, you spin around Wilhelmina and just take a full baseball swing with the claymore straight through the body of Davis, as the top half of it already don't weigh that much. Just keep hold of Wilhelmina's cane, and the bottom half separates, falls to the ground, and then it just let go and it hits the floor. And you watch as this inky, misty blood starts to leak out of it. And then the whole room, the whole hallway darkens, and you all feel this beat again, this poof, 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 poof. And you hear a voice. You're annoying. And now I don't have a writer for my story. How dare. How dare. You all watch as the hallway start to crunch in and start to shrink. Could all of you give me... you can give me a read, focus, or sense.
Okay.
I'll do a read with the hope of getting back some drive.
I'm using a drive.
I am using a drive.
I'm using
as well,
another drive.
and doing
That
a
is
focus.
a 4 on a success, so I have 3 drive left for my cunning.
Okay.
I have a 5.
I also
On
can I say I
focus.
collected those. Started collecting those pieces as the entity started talking.
Oh yeah, no, you definitely.
The keys.
Oh, you
Just
definitely
doing
can.
my
for
best to
sure.
slot them in.
double 6 as a focus. Double 6 verse.
Double 6?
Yeah, critical.
Okay. Clayton, you got
5.
5, and you got what, Wilhelmina?
4.
4. The one who I needed to get a very good roll got it. So, firstly, Clayton and Wilhelmina, can you please take a bleed damage for me? As you all feel this immense amount of bleed just enter the hallway, as you watch as the hallway start to crush and shake and move, gum, like malleable gum, in a very weird way. You feel this narration enter your brain, and it is telling a painful story about someone who got sent to the sanatorium, how they felt like they shouldn't have been there and they wasn't supposed to be there. They got wrongfully arrested and sent here. They were tortured. They seeked out an entity to help them. And the entity wanted more and 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 more, and they couldn't possibly do that. So they decided to start writing. After years of doing that, they died. And the entity needed someone else to write it. Their story. As you feel this bleed enter your brains and your body, Huck, whatever entity is already in your body rejects it entirely. And you hear a voice. You are not the writer. You're not the writer. Out. As you kind of start to stand up, you see shadows kind of down a hallway of a man. As it flashes and blinks towards you in your face, faceless, featureless, shakes his head, turns and looks at Mina. You kind of look at it and you feel all this ink in your body rise. Pain starts to coalesce. You would take another body, please. As you feel the ink kind of leave out. You blink, the NC is gone, and now looking at you, Clayton. Kill me. And take over. As the NC says that last part and look at Wilhelmina. In this now. In the story now. And you watch as the NC grabs hold of your arm, Clayton. Lifts up the claymore. Do it now, now. What is everyone's reaction to that?
I'm going to pull out my art book and grab my fountain pen and start aggressively scribbling something into it.
Okay. Huck
Starts to walk towards the entity slowly, but starts to stand to his natural height again and rams his hand into its chest to try to pull out an ink vial to give to Wilhelmina.
Oh, she doesn't need it, don't worry.
Clayton, what are you doing? Yeah.
This is supposed to be fun. Hunting down these entities, fighting monsters, killing things. It's supposed to be fun. And it's not fun when people beg for it. So I don't follow what Davis asked me to do. I'm not going to be the one to kill him.
Wilhelmina is on the floor, and the ink of the fountain pen is going and going, scraping, like scratching, cutting, carving, and the ink that is pooling begins to cover the page until it is fully black, and then begin to drip from the sketchbook off of the page and begin to pool around the floor. Because the ink is not coming from the fountain pen, it is coming from her fingertips and her hands and her eyes dripping onto the pages as she paints, carves something out in pure black and darkening etches into shadow. As Wilhelmina casts Forbidden Ritual,
Hell yeah.
which is an automatic success for a bleed scar. And Wilhelmina paints a darling, pale-faced girl in a void black nothing that is just going page by page, collecting every single sheet and holding it and just like taking it into themselves as she gets dark, as the ink begins to taint up the white and up like the pale white dress up through thing until it is up to the neck, soaking up as much bleed and all of the words and all of the written on writing, trying to consume all of the bleed here and then disperse it into the ink. So like just taking back the artistic creation of any of the storytelling, just breaking it down to its base components as the ink spreads throughout the environment and begins trying to take hold of the entity and the environment at large.
Okay.
I want to eat the place.
Oh my god.
And
Okay.
the entire time, Willa is just like, the intent's what matters. The intent's what matters. And then she just stops talking as ink fills her mouth.
Ooh.
And then I go unconscious because I took a scar.
You do. Okay. So, firstly, Clayton, as the entity is like, do it. If you don't, then all of you will. And then just pauses as you're laughing, and then it looks down at Wilhelmina, and then it looks up again, and you'll see Davis, the actual Davis, looking at you as you watch the ink and featureless face kind of sink away, and he's like, "What did you do? What did you do?" And he just kind of looks down at Wilhelmina. Oh no!
I think before she goes into conscious, she just chokes out, "It's mine."
As the ink just shifts down into Wilhelmina as a whole, as all the entity starts to disperse and the bleed detector starts to slow down considerably. The walls kind of return back to its actual state. And then you just kind of hear chunks of entity body just kind of start to fall down the stairs. And then Huck, you kind of look up and take yourself a little bit of a deep breath or whatever a creature like you do. I don't know if you breathe right or not. But with that though, Clayton, Huck, you look up and you see. Normally, you're the only one that sees these type of things. Whenever you guys clear an area of an entity, you see the actual souls that were affected by the bleed and his unnatural phenomenons. You watch as the soul of Marlowe and a somewhat soul of Riley start to leave. And then you watch as this misty soul of Riley just gets sucked back down into a room. And you all hear, "I'm not done yet, son of a bitch!" As you watch as this small woman jumps out of a room with a dagger and looks at Davis, and Davis is like, "Whoa, whoa, 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 whoa." And she goes, "You!" fantasy, and she starts to run at it with a dagger right past you, Clayton. Are you going to do anything about that?
Can I push Davis towards that, hoping he gets stabbed?
If no one else does anything, she does stab him. You gonna do something, Huck? I'm sorry.
Fastest that you have ever seen Huck move. He is in between both Davis and Riley.
Okay. You see Riley is like covered in like ink and mist and muck and green, and she's breathing heavy. And she goes to stab him, and you stop it from happening.
It goes right through their his palm.
Okay.
And he holds the fist. He holds her fist, so it goes all the way down to the hilt through his palm, and he holds it.
And she's...
It's over for now.
Are you... Wait, where's Marlo? Is she? And just kind of look down. Wilhelmina's unconscious.
Dead.
Yeah. And she's like, oh, I'm sorry. I'm sorry, Marlo. I'm sorry. I wasn't. The entity said that I didn't have a soul already, so it couldn't use me, but it managed to store me away. I thought maybe I could. Oh, Davis, are you? And Davis is like touching himself. I got sliced in half a little second ago. He reaches up and like he pulls up his shirt, and you see, Clayton, where you had cut him before. This giant scar reaching around all the way to his spine, and he goes, "Oh!" And he just passes out. Just like collapses. Because he will also mechanically take a scar from that, which will be his second scar, actually. He is kind of fucked up now.
I'm amazed he's been alive.
Well, you kind of saved his life by not listening to him, actually. I was fully expecting you to just kill him again, but you didn't. I was expecting him to die at least 3 fucking times, and you saved him all 3 times. Well, twice, and the third one was Huck just now. To bring this to a conclusion, you all make your way back up to the surface. The train conductor did manage to get out before he got brutally murdered. A signal, or a call, and you can hear another train approaching, and you also hear cars coming down a roadway. But you all hear a good job, as you see this crow with a letter in his hand and his claws land on Huck, and then point out this letter in the direction of anybody who will take it.
Does anybody want it? If not, I will take it.
It's probably for all of us. Wilhelmina's like stumbling back from behind the group.
All right. Huck takes the letter, opens it.
It just reads, "Good job. You get 4 months leave before the next assignment."
4 months leave?
It looks like
No.
It looks like we get a vacation. I would like to try one of those tropical drinks.
I think I could concur, Mr. Huck.
I want to grab Huck by the hand and clap an arm around Mina's shoulder, and then just go, "You two are my favorite monsters."
I will decide not to take offense to that.
I don't take any offense. It's so true. You're my favorite monsters.
I lick my hands after behind their backs. That's where they both got injured.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, that's funny.
as a note also to adjust, because when you take a scar, you move one of your action points to another to show how your character has been shifted. I removed one of my points from hide and put it into read. And my scar, I think, because it was a bleed scar, I think Mina just hears constantly, especially when it gets quiet, the sound of typewriters. Just...
Yeah, absolutely. Okay, with that, we will end this. But before we end it fully, the camera pans out from the circle, moves on through the skies. An ocean. Beautiful ocean. There lays an island covered in darkness and shadow. You see a crow flying through the air towards the island. In the middle of this island, you see a house. As the door opens, the crow flies straight in. And you see a man covered in black and darkness. Opens his eyes, sclera white. Takes a kind of a wooden figure of a typewriter and then sets it to the side like a chessboard, where you will see a piece of glass, a doppelganger figure, a wooden lamplight next to it as he sits, this typewriter, amongst the group. And he will look up to the left and you will see about 12 to maybe 15 more different objects. In 4 months' time, he will take what appears to be like a knife, wooden object, and stab it on September 15th, 1982. 4 months from now. And that's where we're going to end this story. Thank you all for listening. Please, 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 please go and check out all the rest of the things that we do. And it has been announced, we've been nominated, baby.
Hell yeah.
For the NYC Web Fist Awards.
Webfest.
So go to any of our social medias, and you'll be able to check that out. And also, thank you for having me as your storyteller. Hope you have fun. And I hope I creeped you out a little bit. Happy Halloween. Hope to tell another story. Ooh. Bye.
Spooky Stories Told Again is a podcast produced by Austin Bakke, with performances by Took I Guess as our keeper, Tiffany Veprinski as Clayton Wu, Jeff Berry as Old Huck, and Rayne Eldridge as Wilhelmina Fogg. Editing and mastering by Rayne Eldridge and Tiffany Veprinski. Website and social media by Chelsea Louis. Be sure to rate us 5 stars and tune in for Stories Told Again. Happy Halloween.